the problems in the lifestyle of being raised by a single mother. This is going to be an interesting one. This guy usually breaks down a lot of content. He breaks it down in a pretty good way. I think he's a younger guy, but he's going to give us kind of some talking points and give us some stories that relate to this, not only with media, but with overall life. So make sure y'all like and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and get straight into this video.
Ever wonder why black people commit so many crimes?
Yeah, why they do that? Why we do that?
A lot of self-hatred. So
self-hate.
They compensate for it by misspending. They're
Just bust our
flashing
ass.
for approval. If we look at the hidden rules among social classes, the wealthy class invest, the middle class manage money. Street people
spend.
Look to spend.
I gotta look like I'm wealthy.
That's why you always see them flashing money. Then the women egg it on because they're drawn to street dudes.
Right.
Because they mistake
you gotta relate from all angles
for masculinity, thinking an emotional reaction to a minor issue is masculine.
100%.
Street dudes and women share the same emotional maturity.
That's why that should get you killed.
A girlfriend that she could relate to, mistaking chaos for chemistry. That's why they don't like the good guy, because peace feels boring when all you ever grew up around was dysfunction.
100%.
So they think emotional reactions are masculine. Street dudes and the women who like them are both the same because they're both raised by a single mother. So they're pulling off that same energy.
Show big ass. That's what she was treating.
Over emotion. Their whole point for being.
That's half the YN epidemic.
Is to take from you. So today we're gonna go over 6 things you should keep private.
Emotional intelligence.
48 laws of power.
I love that book. I read it 4 times.
Free gifts.
I remember I gave your first 2,000 before your shit really popped off. He ain't gotta get that back. I don't give a fuck. This is my baby right here. Good job. Stay out the way, my baby.
Why does he have to tell the whole world that? Things you should always keep to yourself.
Uncle and his props.
Good deeds. The Bible says when you do a good deed, it stacks up in heaven. The Bible also says when you get your praise for the good deed down here, you already got your reward. So there ain't nothing in heaven no more. The Bible also says that if you do your good deeds in private, God will reward you openly. Do not trust no one who look for praise and count favors. Because look, his
uncle didn't have to do that, and his uncle probably see that $2,000 investment. You can really see it in your eyes. People will say they love you, but he really wants the credit. In his feelings, his uncle probably feels like he made him just because he helped his younger nephew. He probably didn't expect it to get colossal, but he probably need him now. He probably saying like, "Oh, you don't gotta help me," but that's really one of those. Like that's why you gotta watch out for. Like Law 40, beware of free gifts, because nothing in this life is free, right? You got to put some work in for it. So it's the law of equivalent exchange. If you give nothing for nothing, something gonna come back to you, bro.
Who wants the whole world to see and feel bad for him? This way, Speed would get hate, and his fans would call him fake. But luckily, Speed is smart. He took his power back by making sure to give his uncle the money right back on camera. That way, he
messed up in the trench. But
I
gotta thank God because it's so different now.
But he told the whole world.
He definitely did.
And make Speed look bad. Here's another.
He know he ain't had to do that.
For some context, Phantom just bought a Maybach.
Oh, he bought a Maybach?
That's his uncle at the bottom of the screen. Pay attention.
Why you hating on his work?
Congratulations to him and buying the Maybach and all
That's
that. That's
fire. What's that? A $300,000 car?
My mom as well, bro. Your other aunt.
Let me take these headphones off. Sometimes y'all come to the channel, you got to take your headphones off and come back to real life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Unc, shut your bitch ass up. That's what I would have told him, y'all. On some real shit, bro. I love my auntie. I love that. But, bro, my auntie, my mama, I do stuff for them when it comes time for that. But for you to shit on this moment that he's having with another member of your family, that's not your work. So you could say, I would have done that. I would have done that. You would never be in that position because you didn't put the work in to be this man. You sitting here watching this man from your room, hating on your own blood. That shit wrong, bro. These folks be messed up. That's what, bro, you don't want to put these people in position, bro. They want to be you. I ain't gonna lie, Maybach is tough though. Was that his mama? He put his mama in the Maybach. He having a moment, just eating some fast food with OG. Here go my punk ass cousin who he ain't even let me sit at the grown table during Thanksgiving. Now he talking about why you ain't put me in a Maybach. Nah, fuck that, bro. I need my fade, cuz I ain't even one of them.
So all the three sisters could have been together.
That's weird, bro. That's his mama.
Too, so we could have settled our differences.
Wait, what'd he say?
And figured out the next move.
Look at this goofy. He trying to leech off his family. And then you should have invited me too. You selfish. And he's trying to mask it as though he's has a family imperative. You selfish. Settle our differences. You probably did not believe in this man till you saw him pull up Maybach skate.
So we could have settled our differences and figured out the next move.
Figure out the next move.
To help you. You can't help him.
If you know anything about micro-expressions,
you see the hate in his
his
eye.
uncle is showing a micro-expression of hate and envy. He's fuming watching him in a Maybach. When you reach any sort of accolade in life, there's gonna be friends, there's gonna be family that's gonna hate on you. Because here's the problem. None of them actually believe that you could do it until you did it. And when you do make it, they're gonna count favors and create narratives so that your fans can turn against you. Pay attention.
Like when I said it, the whole family, I thought niggas was gonna be like, damn, Phantom, you need to take care of your family, bro, your cousin. Instead, bro, niggas trashing me. Let me tell y'all something.
You a goofy.
Phantom has to pay up, bro. He's the multi-millionaire. I'm not a multi-millionaire.
That's your fault.
I'm not a multi-millionaire, bro.
That's
So
your
pay
fault.
up. Pay some.
Why do I have to pay anybody for my work? You never heard the saying? Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym? Now you just feel obligated to my stuff. I got a family member who has that type from sports and stuff like that. And other people are like, hey, why he ain't break us off a few $100,000? I got a good business plan. I got a good idea. You didn't put the work in with that man. You don't deserve none of these people's stuff. I don't know why he ain't just wake up one day and millions fell in his lap. He had the same 24 hours as you, and he seems much younger than your bald head ass. So for you to come here like, hey, save my life. Hey, cuz you was just hating on me online, trying to add hate to me and tarnish my image. Fuck you, cuz. Do your research, gang. Come on, folks.
You see what I mean? That's the same thing Speed's uncle was trying to do. Make the fans turn against him. He's basically trying to take food off his plate. A second thing you should always keep to yourself. Your money. Law 17. Remain unpredictable. Because 100%. Money can corrupt friends and family. Have a look.
You ain't supporting shit. You got a pocket full of money. You won't even give your mama no real money. Money making Sonny.
Get his ass.
Another hating
my favorite
uncle.
movie, y'all. Paid him for my favorite
Listen,
movie.
when your family knows how much money you make, they'll always feel entitled. Your financial situation does not pertain to no one but you. If 100%. You have it, feel good about it, but don't brag about it. Don't tell no one how much money you got because it may cost you your life. Street people don't want to work from the ground up.
100%.
That's why they'd rather rob the next man, steal the next man's car, but refuse to get trades, refuse to get jobs. Keep your financial situation private. Third thing you should always keep to yourself, biggest goals. Q wanted to pursue his purpose of being a DJ. When he told his friends his goals,
made that DJ contest Saturday night, you know what I'm saying?
They negatively influenced him to rob the Poppy store. Then Bishop clapped Raheem. Then Bishop used Law 12, selective honesty.
Raheem is dead. Somebody shot him.
Hey, just sit back and be cool.
He told the truth to mask the bigger lie. He clapped Raheem, which makes the lie harder to detect. Then he took it even further by going to his funeral and hugging Raheem's mother and manipulating her emotions to avoid suspicion.
I mean, personally for me though, Raheem was like my brother.
Every street person is like this. The reason why is because they're in survival mode. When someone is in survival mode, their mind thinks their comfort, food, and security can or will be taken away. So their morals vanish. This is called human nature.
This is definitely it's a difference between scarcity and abundance. Like, that's why the people that you hang around, like, bro, I be trying to tell, like, some of my friends and people that I know who doing better and want to hang around the same type of people, like, you have to understand that the mindset and the things that people will say to you from a place of scarcity isn't the same as abundance. Like someone who's doing better than y'all never heard that someone doing better than you won't try to pull you down. Someone doing better than you ain't gonna tell you that they just, hey, forget your goals if they actually believe in you. But someone who thinks scarce, someone who can't think big, who can't think past their little area, their little mindset, will immediately try to pull you down to their level, and then that kind of ruins your ability to get to the next level, right? You don't want to limit your potential because of the people or situations you have around you. You know what I mean?
You're under extreme pressure, your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for morality, gets overridden by the amygdala, which only cares about keeping you alive. So it makes the unthinkable logical. You will lie, steal, betray, and your brain justifies it. If you want to know who someone truly is, don't watch them when they're comfortable. Watch what they say or do when they're desperate. You see, but that's the thing. People don't believe in what they see. A person show you exactly who they are. If you show me you a thief, you a thief. It don't matter if you stole from me or not. If I witness you steal, you a thief. And in a matter of time, you steal from me too. If I see you lie to somebody, I know you will lie to me. If I took you from your boyfriend, I know you a cheater. If she left a homie for a homie, what you think she gonna do to you? That's why this world is so backdoor. Because people don't believe in what they see.
I say it's
a
backdoor.
person show you exactly who they are. They gotta deal with whoever they are. You don't got to. Everything is me, right? If you did it to him, you did it to me. If you have big goals, do not share them with others because you are more likely to achieve them this way. Things you should always keep to yourself. Number 4, life philosophy. Keep your life philosophy to yourself. Bishop seen weakness in his crew when they didn't want to follow his philosophy of being a crash out.
You my problem.
So he clapped Steele and Raheem and told everyone that Q did it.
You seen Q around? Watch that, man. Word is, you killed Raheem and Quillis. That's bull, man. You know me better than that. I don't know that.
This led to Q having to take him out. You see how easy it is to mess up somebody's name out here? That's why I don't believe in nothing I hear and half of what I see. Too many times we try to make people think what we want them to think. Jesus is coming back. Jesus is God. Yo, bro, stop dating her. She a bop. You can't make people think what you want them to think. Everyone needs to believe in something to get through the day.
You should see the manipulation, note it,
is different for everyone.
and see if they think it's
Let
right.
people believe in Jesus. Let people believe in Islam. Let people believe it. Let him believe she's a bop. Let him get his heart broken. No one's way of doing things is the way of doing things. Some people gotta work out for relief. Some people gotta play the game all day for relief. Some people's life philosophy is going to be different than yours, and that's cool. Focus on yourself. Things you should always keep to yourself. Number 5, your talents.
Take the shot.
If it's no pride involved, you good. Show your talent.
He smoked the baby because he was too good at basketball.
People get jealous and envious. Let your talent show on stage. Don't brag about it, be about it. Take Rico, for example. Always bragging about how much money he has. Being too reckless, too prideful, too flashy. And he was a snake. He snaked out his own friend for money. And based on human nature, people will do anything to climb. They'll lie, betray, humiliate themselves. But the worst part, they'll do even more to avoid falling. They'll sacrifice their values, pride, even their freedom. Human nature doesn't fear being wrong. They fear being irrelevant.
When I come home, I'm still gonna be the king.
So watch out for people that beg for validation. Stay away from those people, because authentic people don't need validation. Authentic people aren't interested in being popular. Authentic people are interested in doing what's right. And most of the time, what's right isn't popular. Let's take that new trend, 6'7", for example. You think it's a friendly trend,
all the
but
kids do
when
it,
you
bro.
keep saying that, you're casting a chaos spell over your life by way of Santeria. You're giving it verbal invitation to cast the chaos spell in your life, and you wonder why things ain't going right. That 6'7" stuff was made popular by
we just saw the video
rapper
about
called
Skrilla. Y'all seen
Skrilla,
that?
who is a self-admitted Santo.
My religion, though, like I'm a born Santo. My mother is Santo. My grandmother is Santo. Like I was born into my religion.
What I just told you, if
he's
it's
for real.
popular, it isn't right. Authentic people aren't interested in winning attention from the masses.
You find your
Most
audience,
people
right?
need validation to feel good about themselves. And that's why they flashing money. Don't be afraid to burn bridges if you could swim. Cut them people off that you already have a gut feeling about. Now, last one, fears and weaknesses. Everyone has fears and weaknesses, but sharing them will never bring you comfort. As a matter of fact, there's people who enjoy seeing you suffer. Yo, you ever see two people arguing online and then you go in the comments and see somebody eating popcorn, the meme of them eating popcorn and saying, I'm just here for the comments, or I'm just being nosy. There are people who feed off seeing you suffer.
That's true.
They feed off that. Those people are demons.
Yeah.
Because that's what demons do. They feed off negative energy.
A demon, not a creature. It's the people.
Could really be going through it. But the demons don't care. It's all entertainment for them.
But that's how they
it makes
fight their
them
demons.
feel good. Why do you
By
think
spreading
people
them.
watch baddies and Love Island? Because if you got nothing going on in your life, you just living day to day with low self-esteem.
watch
If
them
you
folks.
see two people arguing online, it raises your spirit artificially. A lot of people don't mind their business because they don't got no business open. And what that means is they got nothing going on. So they're going to be in your business. Now, the reason why human nature is so messed up is because human nature is conditioned. The people in power understood that in any civilization, the woman hold a lot of the power. A man's power is more primal, but a woman's power is more so in her mind. So in the 80s, what they did was they implemented the welfare policy. They made you get EBT as long as you don't have an active father in the home. So if a social worker seen you had a man in the home, they cut off your EBT. This would force the woman to have children and kick the man out for EBT assistance. And women were doing this so much that it got normalized for the man to just go MIA after getting them pregnant.
Sad.
Now fast forward today,
How to ruin
it's
a culture.
normalized. They made you team up with the agents without realizing
This is real social
via
engineering.
EBT assistance and child support.
How to make them
now
poor
they're
forever.
using you to weaponize your own community. They
How to
manipulated
destroy
you
a
into
community
thinking
from
that
the ground
you're
up.
strong and independent, but they really just isolated you and made you fight against your own. The women aren't raising children anymore. They're programming them. Daughters repeating the same cycle, becoming baby mamas.
This is the exact cycle that gets people caught up. And bro, that's what I'm saying. Even the content and stuff that they spread to these communities, like you go to the same thing, same platforms, Instagram, TikTok, all the stuff for different cultures, they literally program it differently. Based off of the region that you're in, the part of the world that you're in, you'll get an entirely different type of content. So if you're in a low income, low poverty area, they literally program you to think that chaos is a normality. So now you think life is chaos and you make bad decisions.
Sugar daddy culture, selling box.
Right.
And then your sons lack leadership and self-control. Due to
100%.
not having a masculine force in the household who knows how to control their emotions. You left your baby father because you listened to your single friends and needed more excitement in your life. Then, when the kids asked you where their daddy is, you painted him as the villain and didn't mention anything you did because you have a fear of criticism. Brainwashing the kids into hating their father, all because you needed more excitement. Now, when they see him, they're going to hate him by default and reject him when they need that masculine force in the household. He asked you why you lied and told the kids he has a new girlfriend, and you're going to say because it's probably true. So you're going based off your feelings. Now, based off your feelings, he can't see his kids.
The average black woman in America don't get no older than about 14, because that's how we have been reared by the enemy. That ain't her you fighting. You fighting the demon in her that was put in her by the enemy.
So the people in power made the woman a direct catalyst to inject dysfunction into the kids. But it's nothing you could do except be the change you want to see in the world. I told you, keep your life philosophy to yourself. So fix yourself with the things you know. You can't change nobody else. And then you got to unlearn everything that was facilitated by the dark powers at the top. For example, our history. Any modern program or education on black history will try and tell you that the black race was a race of savages or a race of slaves. But when we actually look back at history, in the 1500s, we see kings, queens, lawyers, mathematicians, leaders, saints. Slavery was just a psychological operation, a painted narrative, a narrative they taught you in school.
Wait, slavery was a choice?
Everything they taught you about history is wrong. Another painted narrative is Martin Luther King. He didn't even write
Slavery was a
I
choice?
Have a Dream speech. A dreidel named Stanley Levison did. It was all to make him famous and hide a man named Martin Luther, who wrote the book called The Dreidels and Their Lies. This way, they erase his name, so when you type in Martin Luther online, he shows up when that wasn't even his real name. He's just a plant. You want to know another way they rewrote history? They told you that God was white, when God has no skin color. If you look for the word black in the dictionary, they say it means foul, hostile, outrageously wicked.
But every time you go to sleep, you see black.
Every bad thing with this color. Black male, black ball. Now, let's look at how they depicted the word white in a dictionary. The opposite of black. Innocent, pure, without evil intent, harmless. And it's way more history, but I'm not gonna do your homework for you. See, your whole life is a lie, written by somebody else.
I see.
You gotta stop being a consumer and start being a creator. Stop taking everything they gave you. I just gave you real history. You could be book smart or street smart.
I think you gotta
but
mix it together.
the most dangerous thing you could be is both. When you're dealing with these men in the street, these S workers, these bartenders, bottle girls, OnlyFans girls, the number one thing they do is analyze people. Their livelihood is dependent on them selling something. How do you think girls find tricks? She's tricking you into thinking that you're gonna get cheeks if you keep buying her stuff. They look and see who has a need, who's lonely, who needs attention, who needs validation. And even in the corporate world,
validate
they use
yourself
these same tactics. Keep on watching this video over and over again until you learn how to maneuver in the street.
I think this is some valuable content. I think it was a lesson here. Y'all ever done a lesson with MasoMoney? Like, that was light, right? Like, I feel like we learned a lot. You can take the time back and really introspect and think about who you are as a person, because it's something in there for all of us, right? You may have to get your notebook out for this. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your research and do your homework at all times, y'all. But I think the community and the culture is all curated. So somebody got to make their own. I'm MasoMoney. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, and then watch another video, family. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.